So we saw these two groups fight in the second fight of the tournament. And as we heard in the interview with Nordic, they made some errors, mostly in communication and in articulating roles and responsibilities. How do you see them dealing with this very formidable French caster line?
It's going to be interesting. It's all about keeping that minstrel pet alive, I think. If the minstrel pet stays alive for a long time, they may have a chance at just overwhelming their opponent.
The minstrel being in there would be quite devastating for the head group and or for the French group. And if Carry Nordic is able to get a window, we saw the power of that BD Sork nuking duo, and they seem to have improved on their chemistry as this tournament's gone on.
Yep. Yeah, it's not a bad combination. Definitely pretty solid. The BD pets are great. The synergy of the Sork's pretty good as well.
Yeah. Yeah, BDs have really, I mean, Sorks too. I mean, people were talking about the powers of the Bard and all that, and they are strong, but the Sorks and the BDs really, I think, really have shined.
One surprising one way to give Nordic's props, there's no Bard in his group. I think you've seen a Bard in every single other group, other than his, and he's made it to the finals with no Bard. So that's impressive on his part.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Are they the only group running an AuG healer as well? Or has there been another?
No.
I think there was another healer at some point. I can't remember which group it was. It's been such a long day. It's been 6 hours almost.
It has been a long day.
It's definitely been 6.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah. But there was another group with an AuG healer. I believe it was Paul Empois.
Yes. Yes.
Ah, yes. Say it again.
Paul Empois.
Nice. You're from Quebec, huh?
No. I'm not from Quebec.
No, you tricked me, man. Stayed up all night practicing that accent, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
I like it though. Caster setup versus tank setup here in the finals.
Yeah, it's a nice. I'm surprised that Hyper Group's done so well. I was kind of expecting the hybrids to struggle, but
all right, well, I'm gonna put you guys on the spot here, and I'm gonna ask you predict the finals winner and score. Obi.
2-1 to Hind, I think.
2-1 to Hind?
I think so. Wes? Yeah, I think Hind has a strong group. And
Wes?
I'm gonna give it to the Frenchies here, man. They I knew they were good, but they really showed that tight assist train and just overall synergy. I like it. They got the third in there, and yeah, I'm gonna give it to Gall and his minions.
How many games?
I'm a big fan of Hind. I think they might need 3. I think the Snort team is pretty strong.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go 1-1.
They'll get a nice.
And then, and then the upset tiebreaker is gonna go to Gall.
Interesting theory. Well,
we saw Nordic struggle against a setup like this earlier in the tournament, but I think they've learned a lot. And from their recent matches, you can definitely tell that they're definitely a solid team. They've definitely improved throughout the tournament. So I don't think this is going to be an easy set for Hind, but I think Hind's group, FreeToPlayPlease, will probably pull it through.
Yeah. I think the first fight is actually going to go to Hind's group, the second fight is going to go to Nordic, and then the third fight is going to go back to Hind. That's how I predict it. I don't think Nordic will win the first fight, but I'd love to see them prove me wrong, so I really like the setup. I like both setups, like, a lot.
And we're just about ready to start. On the one hand, Carry Nordic featuring, and I'm going to do a little bit of a roster rundown here for everybody so they know who your players are. On Sork and BD, we have Sato Mar and Ramo Das. If you're wondering, those names are in versions of each other, and they are in fact brothers from Germany. On the AuG healer, we have Yama, aka Tom, a Swedish player who is quietly one of the best players in this game. On the Minstrel, hailing from the United States of America, we have Pharmacist, who was thrust into this role on this team when another player was not able to make it. And then, of course, on the DAoC, the captain and leader, one of the more inspirational and fun players that you're going to play with in Dark Age of Camelot, we have Nordic. Transitioning to the other side of the Alps, I suppose, we have our team from France, and we will have Ilial, the Thurgist, who has been an absolute dynamo this entire tournament. Hallibell on the Bard, Fruy, BD, Saladri, the AuG healer, and of course their captain and their inspirational leader, someone that if you're lucky enough to get playcaster with him on his SM, he will play your character for you. Of course we have Hend, aka France Gal, and they are ready to fight. This is about to get started, everyone.
Thank you for joining me finally.
All right, guys, here it goes.
And the engage has happened. Get ready. This is to determine the first and temporarily only 5v5 event winner in the history of Dark Age of Camelot. Everybody, buckle your seatbelts. We're ready to go.
This is it.
Both groups being very cautious to start things off.
Yeah, you gotta be careful
Very
about pushing
smart.
these casters. They will blow you up in a second. But I think they do have to push though.
Yeah, they're gonna have to push at some point.
Push on.
It's gotta be a smart push though. Was there a root? Did the BD get rooted? BD got rooted by the Bard.
Yeah,
They're gonna need to slow it down. Yeah, BD's rooted right now.
Wait that out. They can wait.
So yeah. Yeah, the fight hasn't even started yet. That might have been a premature root. They can just sit back and taunt and use interrupts.
Poor play, yes.
Yeah, look at Tom in the back, just spamming amnesia on whatever comes in.
You will get to see some of the most superb Thurgist spec clearings from this AuG. His reflexes and targeting is amazing on the confuses, and I think we're seeing that right now.
Look at that APM.
Yeah, he is just one of the fastest players you'll see in this game.
BD had to recast all his pets, so...
Yeah.
Wow. It's hard to see. Is Hallibell free? He's gonna get a lot of CC here. He's got to beat.
Hallibell is doing very, very well, and this is difficult for Carry Nordic.
It looks like. Yeah, go ahead.
The Valk is going to take some DPS here.
Do we have a Zephyr already on the AuG healer?
Yeah, he got Zephyr.
He just come out of Zephyr.
Real hard.
Okay, he mocked, and he has a ton of stun pets on him though. Is he stunning me?
He's got a ton of pets.
Yeah.
This is a
I think he's
very
stunlocked right now.
nice play.
He purged.
He's still.
So he's immune now.
Oh, no, he's not immune. It doesn't give you immunity. No, it doesn't. I think he may have had to purge to instant. No, it never gives you immunity.
They have baited out some major RAs.
Yeah, this was a great play from the French team. Tom's in trouble. He needs some help there.
Tom is in trouble.
They're dying due to duration now, thankfully for him.
Yeah.
They're getting pushed over here.
I mean, yeah, the pets are
getting
done
pushed
here,
over.
so...
Yeah, Nordic's BD pet's getting nuked, so good heals over in the back. Now we finally have Nordic pushing into FreeToPlayPlease.
He might get punished for this though. Great heals.
It looks like Sorkin and BD are mocked.
What can they
BD
do with
pet's
this?
down. Is Hallibell gonna die? Is Hallibell gonna get caught with a stun here?
Get caught.
It looks like no. Their
Smart
third pet's
play.
going out. But third pet's
The
very fast.
Has lost his pet. It's a big deal.
Yeah, that's a very bad sign for him.
Yeah, I mean, they're pulling away from the Sork Mock, so that's really good.
They're killing the BD pets again, but the BD in position to recast him, I believe.
Yeah, he will. But they're gonna
look at all this space. They're gonna try to take Nordic right now. He's pushing in too far. I think he's charged, so he's in okay position.
Carry Nordic is very much in them though.
Yeah, but if Nordic gets caught with anything right now, if Nordic gets caught with a stun by anything right now, for even 5 seconds, he might die. Oh my gosh, it's crap.
The Minstrel's gonna die.
Alright, cool. And the mid group held on to another warp for this pull, so they're sending him one right now.
Yeah, and you can see the AuG healer just standing back there and confusing.
Yeah, it's good. He doesn't have anything up, so if he gets caught, he is SOL. He has no purge, he has no mock.
Yes, he does not have.
And he's AuG, so he has no instant CC or anything.
Yeah.
Looks like kind of standing off again. I
It is
mean,
a bit of a standoff. The Bard is caught though. It is caught, and this Sork is going to be very, very free. And unfortunately, our other
he has
caster,
one
OB,
BD
is
pad on him
OD'd.
that is destroying him. Okay, it got rooted.
And here we go. This push is looking a little bit better. The Minstrel's going to flute Mez. Will he catch something? He caught the BD. No, that didn't stick. The Minstrel is not root immune, so he is not going to be rooted out, and he's doing a great job of locking down casters. They're trying to miss him, but
Yeah, Hen trying to get a Mez on him. Did it land? Oh yeah, it landed on the mini.
but they're going to demez
He's
him.
Mez.
They're going to demez him right now.
Yep, the Sork is completely free. He's getting amnesia, but outside of that, he is okay. The bar now has pressure on their Sork, so pushing in. Oh, they're
Oh
getting
no,
nuked out.
that's Hend. Hend is going down.
Hend-
Oh,
oh, no.
great
Oh,
heal
no.
From the AoC healer.
Oh, he's wow, great.
That was like 2 deaths. And
This
he got healed
Sturgis
through.
is
That's really good.
very, very, very free as well. Guys,
Sork pushing
And
in.
as you
He's
can see-
meleeing. He's got all these pets. Oh, the Sork RMS. Oh no.
no.
He's
He's
okay.
gonna live
Neither
through
group
it.
is getting an inch here.
I feel like
BD
the
pets
Sork.
are
Unfortunately
Yeah,
for
there
them,
we
their
go.
BD pets in
Perfect.
the back rude.
He needs to
That's
mess.
Mez.
He needs to mess the other 2 ones. Of the BD pets first. Oh. Oh.
Oh, is this BD gonna die? Is Free gonna die?
No.
No, he's
Oh.
yeah,
Frugal
yeah,
perched
no.
that. He perched.
Oh, good heals, good
Wow.
heals, good heals.
Their
Yep.
AuG healer is playing so passively, and he has that opportunity because he doesn't have to have it. He just it's a Thurgist, so
Right.
Yeah, both healers playing really well.
both healers playing.
Is Minstrel? Did Minstrel get stunned? No, Minstrel's stunning me, and thankfully for him,
He's
he's
fleet
getting
messes.
nuked though.
He's fleet
Or
messes.
Valk's getting nuked.
Oh
Valk's
my
taking a little
God.
bit of damage. I think he's gonna get away.
I feel
He's
like
okay,
this
yeah.
caster
Oh,
line.
he's low boy.
Oh, he might be.
Oh.
He's going back in.
Okay,
He's
he
going
got
back in.
hit.
Minstrel's in. Yeah, Minstrel's in with him. Minstrel's Mez though. Minstrel is Mez right now.
The AuG did not get Mez there from that flute Mez though.
Oh,
But he's still free.
they have so much space. Minstrel's Mez right now. They could turn on him. I think
Both
if they
casters are
have a
completely
stun on this
free
Minstrel.
for Hen. All 3
This
are
could
free.
be-
The third is just casting pets again.
This could turn very
Oh,
quickly.
it's
Oh, the AuG healer
good
is
face
forced to
shift. What's
face.
up?
This is gonna.
Drag
be
Mitch,
very
he's getting
difficult, though.
stun locked.
I think he's
It looks like the
charged in
target's
again.
gonna be Nordic. He's in alone. Minstrel's not
He's
there to help him.
charged.
BD needs to nuke right now.
Charged.
BD needs to nuke instead of cast pets.
And they're gonna
Yeah,
bring
he's
him
dead.
down. He'll go down first, and the first
Oh,
person to die in
nice.
the finals is the Valkyrie on Team Carry Nordic. It looks like they're just
Followed
gonna
by
push
the
past
Minstrel.
his-
Sure, probably.
Mini
Yeah.
going down. He's getting heals.
Yep.
Can he live through it?
He's not.
Oh,
Oh
he
wow,
phase
2%.
All right.
And I don't think they're gonna have an opportunity to recover here. They've pushed away
I
from
don't
their.
think so. Look
This
at all
mini's
these
sitting at
pets.
half life.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sitting at half life in the
Thurgist-
back with nothing.
Thurgis is
Yeah.
going.
All it takes is them to put a couple debuff
Yep,
nukes,
Minstrel
and
down.
now he's alone.
Minstrel will go down as well. and
RMS
that
is just
Valkyrie will get
covered in
left.
air pets. Holy cow.
And that is over. It looks like for game 1. That good.
And that's
game.
the power of a third, I think.
Yeah. You guys think it'd be as effective if they went like traditional like higher earth, or do you think the air third is just
No,
completely just dominant?
just
in the
Air
show?
Thurg, no, it's got to be Air Thurg.
Yeah.
The Air Thurg is just so hard to kill the pets, and plus the assist with the Spirit or the SM is just crazy. So much damage.
Yeah.
Very, very well played by the French team here. They pushed it, baited out some early abilities, and then they pushed when the time was right. And you saw just the power of how good the synergy is.
Yeah, real good pull. They held on to their second warp. They could have easily casted the second warp. I guess they do have 3, but I don't think they ever placed down the second one, so they're still holding on for even another one. I didn't see Carry Nordic sauce. I'm not sure if they try to sauce into that.
Well, a big problem was how early they lost the minstrel pet. They were able to.
Yeah. Og too. He blew everything. He blew Purge, Mock, and he pretty sure an insta went out there pretty early on. So.
I feel like the positioning on the AuG, if he would back.
Yeah, he did play up a little bit on Ink, and that was Tasty Treats. They got the same treatment. The Valk played up, and the Bard fell over because they didn't really have a
Exactly.
second healer to keep the Bard alive when he was stun locked. And yeah,
Like this
yeah, he had
this
to pop a
French
bunch of stuff
setup
away.
with the chemistry that
Hey,
they
Mega,
exhibit.
can you invite me to this chat group and invite Hend also? /CG invite Obelisk and Hend.
Oh, I'm not in it.
And also Carol K if you could.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were asking me to invite you.
Yeah, Mega.
Yeah,
If you
did
could see if you
Carry
invite
Nordic
me.
size
Well-
at the beginning of the fight? I don't even know. They were in a lot of trouble there. I would not be surprised. I did not see the animation though, so.
Are
Hey,
we
Sin,
gonna
can you invite me to the chat group? You're a leader
Oh,
now,
I'm
since
sorry.
I LD'd. Yeah, that's fine.
kill
And can
these-
you also
This is
invite
Oberlus, right?
Hend and Carol? Yeah, Oberlus.
get these warps cleaned up a little bit, I think, in anticipation of the next fight? I don't know if that's possible, but I'm sure the participants would appreciate it.
Carol K's Carol's name.
Well, you
such
predicted,
a
Wes,
sounding game.
that Hen would win the first fight, and then Team Nordic would come back and win the second. Obi, what do you think they do to win this second fight?
It's just about getting in there, applying enough pressure, and not letting them be able to get that CC on you, so they can open up a kill, like they did. The Minstrel was CC for so long with the Mez, and that left the Valk kind of in there alone, and he was kind of easy pickings at that point for them. It's all about keeping the pressure up, keeping the pet alive, which is going to be very, very hard for
But how do you balance
Nordics to
that?
do.
The respect you have to give to that damage to that backline versus keeping the Thurgis locked.
Yeah, it's very hard. At some point, I mean, you can't just, I don't think, against this. Well, I guess you may have to kind of play midline and just not commit, but at that point, you're never going to push them, and you may end up actually getting pushed yourself, and that's not going to be good when you're getting pushed by a third. It's a tough balance. I think Hin has a good setup, and it's just about, I think, keeping that third under control and keeping your pet up for as long as you can on the Minstrel.
It's going to be interesting for Team Nordic. I feel like the bottom line is they need to use their RAs better and use them to create impact rather than just buy time. Because really, that's what they were using it for, was to buy time, and you know, they have to use those to get kills, because they're not going to get DC out and kill people that way. They're just going to have to find an opening in the chaos and kill a couple people with the combo that they have.
Right. Yeah, this will be interesting. You know, just for entertainment's sake, I kind of hope that Nordics does win this fight, so we can go to a third and final fight between these guys. Yeah, that'd be very fun.
Yeah, I'd love to see that. Yeah.
And
I'm
we
confident it
saw
will.
glimpses of quality. Yeah, we saw glimpses of quality there, where Nordic's team did have a shot at getting a kill. We'll see what kind of changes they make, and see what they can do.
By the way, I can't invite you to chat group, Carol. It says you're not in game.
No, that's fine.
No
I'm
girls
sneaky.
allowed.
No girls allowed. Yeah, seems not.
Yeah, that's what it said. I don't know, server message.
Oh, okay.
Can you see my messages in game, Carol? I'll just PM you in IRC real fast, Carol.
Oh, I see it.
All right, once I get ready, we'll start this fight. Oh, Hin has a link dead, so we're gonna wait on. How do you think this is going to go, Joel? Do you think Hendry going to win here? Or do you think Noric's going to be able to create a strategy that allows them to be successful?
They have to be way more precise in how they go for kills if they're going to be successful, because last fight, like I was saying, they really used their ability to just buy time, and I don't think time is on their side. I think that killing something quickly is really what they have to do, because this is just going to slowly extend them, and with those Thurgis pets, keep them at bay until they can get a. So, I don't know what I would do in his shoes. I think that that's a very strategic decision to make. And I just think they have to hopefully get on top of them and maybe get lucky with and then kill something very quick.
Yeah, I agree. We saw in one of the fights earlier on, I can't remember who they were fighting, but Noric's group was able to, they were pushing a team, and I believe the Minstrel caught someone with a good stun, and then that Sorkin BD just decimated someone. They need to have a moment like that where they can do that damage, but also that Augular is playing very free at the moment.
Yeah,
so it's going to be hard for him.
It needs to be synchronized with the Valkyrie and interrupting the Augular. Even once, right? Like that one interrupt on the Augular and something would die with the amount of DPS that they're put out between the Sork BD combo.
Right.
I really
we saw it.
Yeah. I really feel like the Augular made costly positional mistakes. Probably should have been saved for later.
Also, before we get into this, I have someone asking me some candidates for MVP. I think it's Amador. He's gonna make a post count post as a poll. See who people thought did the best. Who are some candidates? I said Henslerg, Hint himself. I said Tom.
Yeah, those are all great candidates. Mahler from the party.
Yeah.
There do a few others, like most unexpected.
How about Lou?
Or something.
Lou as well.
How about
Lou
most deaths?
Yeah, most deaths.
I think there's only one candidate for that one. Yowza.
Most
like I don't know, elusive. I know Lou's
Yeah.
BD play was pretty solid.
It was pretty solid.
No one really was doing the stuff he was doing.
Most creative definitely would go to Lou.
Yeah. Most
I mean, we
slippery
could have a
who
most
escaped,
a biggest disappointment player as well. I don't know if anybody would. We won't nominate anybody until the post is made. Maybe ask for some input in the chat and most disappointing player. Not to call anybody out, of course. It's just.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't want to do that. Most deaths escaped, who got within like less than 5% or 10% and lived.
Mm-hmm. It's a great point. Best fight, we can have a vote on that too, and I think there were strong ones.
Yeah,
I think credit to
some of the last Pizza Party fights were really good as well. Pizza Party's been involved in a lot of great ones.
I think we need best commentator and worst commentator.
And I'm gonna nominate Aben for best.
Oh, cool. Oh, right, okay.
John gets the worst though. He didn't even show up.
Yeah. Best mid-round interview. That's a good one too. I don't know who that would have been.
Look at this guy. Most
best
puns?
commentator harp.
Commentator.
Right. Lineup.
I'm saying the player that got interviewed. The player that got interviewed. The best participant interview.
Another.
Okay.
Right now, we're seeing one of the exasperating drawbacks of playing with French players. You often have technical issues.
Well, let's hope that these LDs don't happen during the fight, because that's going to be very unfortunate to have the tournament decided because of an LD. So better get them out of the way now.
Yep. We haven't seen too many. We've seen like probably one actually during a fight. I think that was it.
Yeah, only one during the fight, but we had a couple just before the fight, so. Just bear with us, guys, while we get these technical difficulties sorted. Any other candidates for MVP? I think we have Quell, Lou, Ayal, Hin, Tom, TTY's.
TTY?
Yeah, he just...
We're very open to suggestions.
Yeah, in the chat, who do you guys think did well? Anyone that maybe didn't have much success as a team, but had a great individual performance? Yeah, we got a lot of manners from the Nordic team and the French team. They said they're going to stop fights if there's any LDs that happen, so that's good sportsmanship from them. Especially in a match like the final, they don't want anything. Yeah, we could be here for a while.
Yeah, it's literally the last 1 or 2 fights, so I think it's worth stopping for it.
Yeah, I agree.
And plus, if both teams are okay with doing that, we have a lot of mediocre MVP votes, so put that into you.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So who's leading the charge there? Maybe that's not a category we want to focus on. It's a little mean.
Wait, what are you saying?
Which one?
Mediocre.
No, the Bard.
Mediocre. The Bard. Oh,
yeah.
I thought, okay.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying his name. Yeah.
Yeah, his performance was a real treat.
Haha.
Thank you.
I noticed one person that isn't getting many MVP votes is Valkyrie from Carry Nordic. Maybe he can step up his game in this last fight, because he wasn't too much of a in that previous fight. So I'm looking for him to rise to the occasion as the team captain in Impact.
Yeah. Sometimes when you do your job right, no one notices you did anything at all, right?
Well, that's true,
in some
except
cases.
that Valkyrie is an Impact class. It's not like Kuj on the Warden, consistent and keeping his team in, because he's not taking damage and he's doing stuff in the background. The Valkyrie is really supposed to be, a centerpiece of the group push.
Yeah, he brings
we didn't
a lot
see that.
Marshy.
We didn't see that in the first fight of this final.
Yeah, good thing is he did kind of shine against the Pizza Party fights. He was able to do well controlling tanks.
He peeled very well, and he was healing, so he did do well there. I just feel like his performance was slightly overshadowed by an Ocular performance that was notable.
I mean, them as a team, you gotta give them credit as a whole unit. They did very well. Sork and the BD were able to coordinate very well with damage. So it was a great team effort. So you can't really just pinpoint one player as carrying that fight, as they all did very well. But yeah, the heals were extraordinary.
They're actually going through an emotional hangover, beating somebody that they're probably more concerned with beating than winning the tournament.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Where's the after party?
The after party, it's here for a little bit. Domino's. Pizza party for everyone except for Pizza Party.
Pizza party.
Oh, awesome.
Alright, they still got an LD over here, so still waiting patiently. He said he should be back. Yeah, Nordic Sauce and kill. They said they should be back soon, so.
That group has already benefited once from instability in the French internet.
Yeah,
sector.
I'm starting to think it's not a coincidence.
Yeah. Let's not throw
Could the tournament have ended differently if, maybe Nordic's lost the French and LD? They could have won easily, but, they could have lost and they could have gone down to they could have been the 3rd seed. Can't remember who they have to face at that point, but you never know. Alright, they say he's logging back in now, the LD player. He had some computer issues apparently as well.
Another
Sorry for the difficulty.
MVP, you can't was the Smite Cleric for Cosmic. He allowed a lot of really neat. Yeah, and I don't think we gave him nearly enough credit because he was very pushing to DPS.
Yeah, we talked about him a lot, but we never actually figured out his spec there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did very, very well.
They're telling me that they can also, if people want, leave Pendragon as a Mordred style setup for a while, for people that want to come and have some fun as well. Maybe they were excited about the tournament, weren't able to participate, but want to come and maybe set up some fights with some friends. It'll be open. It'll be open as a Mordred style server for a little while, so come and enjoy that.
Nice. That was actually one of my questions.
Okay, apparently John told me he checked the Smite Cleric spec, or this Cleric spec, and he was just standard enhanced reduce spec with only 7 Smite.
Wow.
That's
pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, he was able to put out a lot of damage. It seemed. Yeah, go Clerics.
Woo! Go out.
I expected if you saw Clerics, I thought you'd see a lot of 25 Smite Clerics with that spec. It's a pretty decent spec.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, he was able to do some damage. Props to him. All right, looks like their BD is back in game and getting everything up and ready to go. All right, let's see. Finally get this fight started. Remember, guys, this is the final. We've already had one final match played, and the victory went to Team Hen, which is also FreeToPlayPlease. So if they win this match, they are the champions of the DAoC's first 5v5 tournament. However, if they lose, we're going to go into a third match and go from there.
There's a lot on the line for groups. More about bragging rights, I'd say.
Will we see a Nordic NPC available for the rest of the game's
Middle
eternity?
Agramon?
Yeah.
Crown and everything.
The interesting thing about this Nordic is they have 2 players. They'd be doubly immortalized, and that.
Yep, Pharmacist already has a statue.
Yeah, so does.
Wow, that's true. And Tom, that's great. They already have statues. Oh, yeah. 2 of the last tournament's winners are in this group, fighting for another NPC. All right, they're ready.
And this is getting started, and
here we go.
More cautious from Carry Nordic.
I like the play by Tom here on the AUG. He just kind of sits back, starts unleashing anything that kind of pushes up. Him and the BD really lock down any sort of pressure they can put out. That's great play.
You can see the Bard is.
Yeah, the Bard he's struggling here.
Frustrated. That's an annoying thing to have happen.
Oh, Bard is caught. Bard is stunned. Bard is taking some damage. I don't think they'll kill him. The Ocular's too free, but that's a little early scare.
They've been trying to bait out.
Yeah, maybe bait a purge. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Aw, Bard Mez broke. He would have been DPS. Oh, he's taking damage. Whoa.
Wow.
Get a little hyphy there. I think I saw Valcone break BD Pet Mez's. That's not good.
Nordic is. They're Zephyring the Bard.
Do we have Bard Zephyred. That's kind of an early Zephyr, is that?
But that's to push. They have 3.
Dreadlich going down.
The issue is, look how far away their casters are from this push. The Bard's going to come out. They need to lock it down. Bard really the Ocular. That was a big mistake from not locking him down. They may make him phase. No, he's too far away. He's fine. And now the Ocular is rooted out.
Yeah. And it looks like he'll purge that, actually.
Alright, Valk pushing real hard. We were talking about him. He's on the casters now, so.
That Ocular has an SM pet on it, and that really needs to be off. And the Vargas pet is.
Bone Dancer's free, recasting pets.
Pet
he's gonna put the pet on. Who's he putting the pet on? Pet's Mez now, so.
This Torkin's going hard on a Pro Bell here.
Torkin champion, yep.
Yeah.
Finally cleared.
And they got that off right away.
Yeah, the BD was actually trying to taunt the casters from killing it. Pretty good play, but he's a little bit too late.
Something very positive for Team Nordic is that Minstrel pet's still alive.
Yeah. And it's on the Thurgis too.
Yeah, it's on the third, and Minstrel's pushing in, just interrupting Hen.
Oh wow, the Valk has
blocked by
the
Minstrel.
BD. It's caught the BD.
Yep. Hind is now interrupted. Hind Mez the Minstrel. His pet's too far away. This might be a chance to kill the Minstrel pet.
Looks like that's exactly what they're gonna do.
We'll see how Pharmacist is. Pharmacist gonna interrupt the casters? No, he lets the BD pet die. He doesn't interrupt the casters.
Pets die. That is not good. That Minstrel.
Oh, that's not good. Now Pharmacist rooted. I think he's already burned his purge, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't see that purge, but that's entirely possible.
Yeah, he came out of Mez really fast. It might not have been a purge. I didn't see it, but he's in a good spot to interrupt, at least in this route. But he's not sealed diseasing or mezzing, but speedy. He randomly Zephyrs the SM. I don't know really where that came from.
Oh, Hollybell's mocked. Hollybell's mocked.
Oh, we have BD mocked. BD mocked. However, the SM is still
a lot of
Zephyred.
damage. Sauce out
Nice,
for 10.
nice sauce, nice sauce.
Great sauce, great.
Look where Hind is on the side of the fight. If they can get over to him to nuke, he may be in trouble. It seems he's okay now.
Oghealer has had a pet on him for an
Og
awfully
pushed
long
up
time.
for. Oh, he's mocked. Tom's mocked.
Yep. Keep in mind that BD is still mocked right now. BD is still mocked for Hind's group.
Big
SM pet
mistake there
here.
from that SM pet. Nordic
They have
just
decent
used
pets out
key
from the.
abilities to very, very little utility.
Yeah, it's.
RMS is air petted up. He's actually dying to these pets. Oh,
Having to mock because of SM pet is very, very poor use of that ability. And Prolibel will be ostensibly.
Minstrel seems fully CC immune, just being able to put.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know
he can
the
get in there
timer on his immunity.
Yeah.
He might be rootable soon.
real-
I can't remember.
Looking real clear in the back for
him.
Hen.
Some damage on the Valk.
There's damage on more damage on
Valk
Valk.
will go
Damage on
down
Valk. Nork's
and-
dead.
Fragmic will go down.
Oh, the Minstrel needs to be careful
Oh,
here.
that's. Oh, he cloaked. He cloaked when he was in safety. Oh no.
Yeah.
That's a big.
He's gotta get back in there and take advantage of it. Nork's going back in very
And
fast.
the BD will die.
Yeah,
The BD
good Valcone,
BD will
though.
Save. Wow. He's at 4%.
Wow.
Prolibel has
third
done
is
some
How's
free.
damage.
Nice face shift by Prolibel.
Nice fidget.
Third's getting out some good pets.
The third just on the right. He
BD
is
pet's
very
coming back
good.
in to nuke Prolibel.
Well, this is by no means over.
This front line is staying alive quite well, considering
Yeah,
the one's
they
died
are.
already.
Yeah,
Issue
third
is,
is up.
Hin's
Third is
about
open
to
again.
kill. I think that this is time for
The
Nork
Valk
to
is
die
dead
here.
again.
Dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it for him on the Valk.
Yeah, Minstrel,
no.
once he catches CC, it's over.
Yeah.
The Valk
look at
just gets so
RMS,
isolated
man.
in there. Yeah.
He's
And
just,
this
stun locked.
dead next.
Yeah,
He's like inching forward in the fight, and just getting stun locked non-stop.
they did not have an answer for that.
Mhm.
For that BD pet, for the Thieves pets rather.
Oh, the
But it
SM
looks
pet
like
was forced on the mock, right?
Yeah, the SM forced out the mock. That was, in many ways, I mean, the setup I believe was better for free-to-play, please, but I feel like left us was very wanting. There's a lot of blown abilities, a lot of, and I don't know if that's nerves or that were blown for almost no reason.
Yeah.
And
It was looking good for a little bit too. I'm not even sure if anyone was in danger.
There's no best of 5. It was a climactic end to
That's-
a very exciting
that's it.
tournament. Yeah. So, congratulations, félicitations au l'équipe de Hen. Congratulations to Hen's team. And that is your very first 5v5 winner. Looks like the trophy
Very
will
nice guy.
sit on the Champs-Élysées until the next tournament.
Oh, awesome.
Very
Congrats to FreeToPlayPlease.
Yeah, congrats
Free to
for
play,
and
please.
congrats to Carry Nordic, second place. Very nice
Yeah,
showing for you
yeah.
guys. Very impressive throughout the
Oh,
Very
well
tournament.
played.
impressive. And really, this is that did them in the group stage and able to find an effective counter.
Yeah, still really good fights. The last 2 fights they lost, but they went out swinging.
Did watch those fights later? They'll kick themselves for the mistakes, but you know it's the finals of the very first. Everybody responds to pressure in a different way, and it looks like they didn't make the best decisions under pressure. But let's give credit to FreeToPlayPlease because their execution was absolutely flawless that second fight.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah,
It
very
was good
nice.
thinking on paper and execution. Real tight assist
Yeah.
train, and it was just insane how fast
I mean, we
things
talked about
dropped.
the discipline of Tasty Treats, but the discipline of this group has just been, they've been automatons, absolutely mechanical in their approach and unwavering commitment to their strategy. Kudos to them.
One question: did anyone in Free to Play Please die in the tournament at all?
I don't believe that they did.
I don't recall a match where they
Wow.
lost a member. That's great for them. They really showed up, did well with a good setup, and just dominated. So I think, let me see if Carol's able to join the team speak with the French group. But we might want to have a post tournament interview with the winners. Are you able to go over there, Carol?
I'm just thinking about setting it up now.
Okay.
Well, hold
Carol's
with us, folks, and we will be able to interview the French. But in the meantime, I believe we have one of the captain of the losing team, or I guess runner-up, of Carry Nordic, and you've joined the event, and that's a tough pill to swallow after such a long day of DAoC.
Honestly, I'm pretty happy. I mean, I had the most fun in DAoC that I've had in a long time. Like, this was a great tournament, y'all. Thank you guys for putting this on. It was a lot of fun. And they're a great team. I mean,
second place.
You gotta give it to those guys.
Yeah, they were kind of my favorites going into the tournament. I think they were going to be hard to beat. They have just so much synergy, and in the back on that SM is just very strong, in my opinion. He's one of my favorite players to watch and play with.
One of the best, if not the best MA in game, in my opinion. I completely agree.
Yeah, of course.
And
you guys did very, very well. Like, your fights against Pizza Party were awesome to watch. You guys played that awesome. You know, it was kind of worrying the first fight. Yeah, the first fight was very worrying. They were able to kill the minstrel pet, but you guys pulled through and got some kills and then just ended the fight. But the second fight, you guys kind of dominated, it seemed. Like, they left the minstrel and his pet alone, and then he just wreaked havoc on the bard.
Well, they tried to kill the pet in the second fight, the same they did in the first fight. The first fight, it was my fault a little bit. I didn't heal enough on the pet. They did a great job the whole tournament. But yeah, I felt like on paper our setup was a little bit stronger than theirs. I think it'd be a really interesting fight to have Pizza Party versus the winning team, just because the contrast in the groups. You know, this was a hybrid versus casters. And I think it'd be pretty interesting to see tanks versus casters and who would come out on top. But
yeah, same. Pizza Party never really fought a full caster group, a good caster group with like a nice Thurg in it. The two groups with the Thurgs and the Air Thurgs at least were on opposite sides of the bracket. They never had a chance to face them. So it would have been nice to see that. But
you guys used some RAs in some ways that perhaps were optimal, Nordic. Was that nerves or was it panic in the second fight?
No, it wasn't panic. That was kind of our strategy. Because the first fight, yeah, we kind of like piddled around and stuff, and we were doing fine and stuff. But when you don't have a Thurgist in your group and you're fighting a Thurgist, I'm of the belief that the shorter the fight is, the better for us. We lasted a long time the first fight. But when you're fighting a Thurgist, we need to end the fight quickly, and so our strategy was, they kind of countered it pretty well, or reacted to it well, I should say. But our strategy is to me push up, have the Thurgist start air petting me, which is fine, and then Chris is going to use that window to go up and stun the Thurgist, and then we're going to Zephyr the Bard. And then hopefully, you know, if our odds were lucky, the Bard would get Zephyred behind us and we could root him out or mez him out back there. And then that way it frees up the BD pets to get on the casters. So it was kind of a strategy that we had to use a lot of toys on ink. But I just wanted to try to I was trying something else different, you know, because the first fight, I think we played kind of textbook, but it just didn't work with the setup. So I was trying something new. But it wasn't nerves or anything. Everybody on my team was very good players. So it might have been a bad strategy on my part, but I was just trying something different.
Do you think that if you had a third fight with him, what would you have changed?
It's a good question. Probably put Evix on Valk. Get a better player in there. I mean, I don't know. I felt like we did pretty good. But I mean, you just gotta hand it to those guys. They're great players. Great setup, great team, great synergy. You know, they just beat us. That's all there is to it. So I don't think I would have changed much.
Yeah, I wouldn't say you guys played poorly at all. You guys played very well.
Yeah, I don't think we will, but we did. But I mean, it's, you know, there's got to be a winner, and hats off to those guys.
Who's your MVP of the tournament?
Of the tournament?
Yeah. I mean, you fought a lot of these groups. You've watched some other fights. Who would you say the MVP is?
I mean, I gotta go with. I mean, Halliburton played that Bard extremely well. He was really good, but I would say Hind overall on MVP. He does an extraordinary job of. He drives, right? You know, you don't think as a caster driving the group, but he tells everybody what they're doing or what they should be doing at any given time, and he does it very well. He commands a lot of respect when he's on MA, and that's a part of an MA that's something that a lot of people don't do. But I think, in my opinion, an MA should kind of drive the group and direct the focus of the fights, and he does that very well. And it's hard to see that when you're not invent or TS with him. But
Yeah.
having been in his groups before, I got to give it to him. He was a great player all tournament. So.
And are we going to be able to get Carol into TS so we can have a chat with our French champions?
Yeah,
I think so.
I think so,
Yeah,
Carol.
I think so.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you need that information, Carol, or do you have
Obi gave it to me.
I sent it here.
Okay.
And also to follow up on Nordic's comment about Hind, about his leadership skills and stuff. You gotta remember this guy is from France. His English is a second language, but he's able to just command even in American groups. He comes in and is very clear, very well spoken in English. It's a second language, but he's able to command even Americans, and people listen to him, and he does a very good job. It's not only in his French groups; it's whatever group he's in. Very good leader. Very good MA. All right, Carol, are you ready to hop over there?
Switch. Yeah.
Okay.
I just
All
want
right,
to say
Nordic,
thank
thanks
you
for
guys
coming
for
by.
running this. It was an awesome tournament. Had the most fun we've had in DAoC in a long, long time. So, thanks for.
That's great to hear. Well,
Thanks,
thank you
Nordic.
for coming out
Well
and
done.
participating.
Yep.
It wouldn't be anything without our participants. So,
Awesome.
you can hop over to TS real fast.
Okay, we'll be back in a second. I think I need to disconnect.
All right. Are we live?
Hello, Carol.
Are we live?
Carol, we live? She may not be able to speak.
Carol, we made all this tournament and broken tug to make you come on the TeamSpeak?
Yes. Okay, are we live?
All this tournament was a strat to make you come and seduce you? Hello?
Okay, so we are here with our champions. Nous sommes là avec nos champions de tournament of the tournament, very first 5v5 tournament. So, thanks guys, and you guys had a dominant group. I don't think did you lose a person the entire time?
My pet died.
Your pet
my
died.
arm
Yes.
too.
So we've been asking all the groups, why they chose the setup that they did, and maybe tell us a little bit about why you chose the setup that you did.
Can I talk or?
You can, yes.
Yes, when we knew we were going to participate, we knew that we're going to form a setup with players knowing the class they're gonna play, So we won't play caster like Fruit and me. And we also know that the most imba caster in the game is a Turg. So we use the Turg first. Air Turg is totally broken because you cannot counter it. If you stay far, he spam pet you, and it's terrible. And if you come in, he has a rank 5, he can mock, stun you, and if you mock, the pet stun you. So it's totally broken. It can also assist you in the spirit train. So we constructed the group around the Turg. Adding a Spirit Master I know how to play, with Fruit, who also knows how to play BD.
Right.
And we wanted to play really simple, like not having two different debuffs, like Nordic Crew, Body and Cold, but only one, and play really simple. One guy calling targets, and the other one following.
Right. And
also, around this, the Bard was the best choice to be in the front because we need the speed. We also need a sauce. It makes a good work to play passive using the CCs and staying at the limit. So it worth it against almost every setup.
Absolutely.
And for the last healing class, we were figuring about using a cleric, but with the charges and all the new CL buffs, we can deal without buffs. So we added a Hog Healer because it's more efficient. You have a third Dimes, and you need a third Dimes because if you only have Bard and SM, you have only one Dimes because the Bard is always a target for the Leech or enemy pets. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So we choose the Hog, have a real second Dimes.
And a
So-
bit
so-
Dimes.
And also Amnesia to counter an eventual Turg in the other team. You can use Amnesia.
So did you guys have fun? Even though you won, did you have a lot of fun in the tournament?
Yeah.
Yes, I think.
Yes,
Yes.
a lot of fun. Well, we had to
Yes,
wait
yes.
some time, but it was fun.
And who did the most rage in your group? I think I know, but which player?
I veto this question.
And how many times did they say
say
franchement?
10,000.
10,000 franchement.
At least.
When the tournament started, which group did you think would be the most difficult for your setup?
Nordic group.
Nordic group?
Yes, we were scared about Nordic and because they have players really strong in their setup. And we
saw
also know
their setup was very interesting. And
it's not all about the setup. They are really smart players. We can see it on Island every time we fight them. We can win the first fight, even the second fight, but after that they can win all over the fight because they always adapt their style of play. They are not playing a setup. No, they play. They just adapt, and it's the most dangerous thing because it's never end. It's never over against them.
yes,
You know what I mean?
give up.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I know it's very late in the evening or very early in the morning for you guys, so we won't take up any more of your time. I'm sure you'd like to go to bed.
No, we
And,
want to go
wait,
live.
wait, Joel, why you try to...
Well,
We fall on live, let's go.
we need to speak with John Broadsword. We're gonna do a quick
Okay,
interview with him.
wait, we want to thank the people who made this event. It's really good to come back to a basic of Dark Age, a competition. I want to make everybody remember the old times when it was like 50 real teams fighting on the realms every day.
Right.
So, and people saying Dark Age is not competitive, it's totally wrong because even the Zerg was competitive in the old times. I played on a server, Brocelion. It was the biggest guild with the biggest no lives of all Europe. And no, trust me. And it was competitive. They was fighting for the relics and for the total RPs. And everybody around these guys had to adapt. You know what I mean? So the competition was the total key of Dark Age. And I can give you names of structures, friend structures, who are no pro on other games, and they come from Dark Age. So I really like it.
Excellent.
And also we need. Can you give us the month's credit in like 1 month, so we can share it with friends to make them come back, and not just 1 month, not just 3 months?
Do you want like 1 month?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds. I'm sure that's doable. I'll talk to John about that, but that's a good idea. So you guys can share it and try to get more people into the game. That's great that you guys are wanting to help the game that much by doing that with your rewards. I think that's awesome. I'm sure he wouldn't have a problem with that.
No, we have no problem with that. That's totally fine.
All right. And is John still available, Carol? Are we gonna do a quick chat with him?
He's hanging out. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go to that because I know he has limited time. So let's go chat with him.
I'll just say here to the guys, congratulations. It was very well fought, and just send me your info. You can get me on IRC.
Yeah, guys, y'all did a great
your
job.
Info, sorry.
What info do you need?
What info?
For prizes, like just send me a message so I can figure out what way you want to do the time codes.
Don't be how to say that. Maybe people will try to fake. So I don't know. Can you just stay around in TeamSpeak?
And I'll give you an email address that you can tell them to email.
Okay, sure. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Joel.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thanks, guys. Bien fait.
Thank you for playing.
Félicitations, hein? Félicitations.
Absolutely.
Félicitations, bravo. Félicitations.
All right, guys. We're going to hop in the event with them, with John. So thanks for playing and congratulations on your victory. It was awesome.
Thank you, Avi.
Congrats again.
All right, guys. I'll see y'all.
And we're back.
Hey.
And I'll let you hit it, Joel.
Well, it's been a very, very long day, and we've seen some excellent matches. But of course, none of this could have happened, including us sitting in event chatting, because this is the developer event, without the incredible support from Broadsword on the back end, porting people around, making sure everything worked logistically. John, is John here? He is, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
So what was your thought when they first approached you with this idea?
Oh, I was all about it from the beginning. And as a player, I used to play pretty competitively. I wish I could drop some hints on maybe who I was, but I've played against a lot of these guys back in my past, and so I really wanted to see the competitive spirit back in the game.
Nice. And maybe give us a little bit of insight into what went on Broadsword's end to make this happen.
Honestly, it was pretty low key. Just setting up some mobs, changing the rule set obviously, and just being available to put people around. Wasn't too much work. Obelisk and Kuji and Carol did a lot of the planning and ironing out the locations and what the rules would be. So it was pretty easy on my part.
Does watching the competition give you any kind of ideas or insight as to how you might change some of the PvP dynamics in the game?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, there's some thoughts I learned today and some strategies maybe for addressing some stuff I saw. I'm not gonna drop any hints yet, but yeah, always.
how does that process work for you guys? I know a lot of people would like to know a little bit about the work that goes on in figuring out which class is what, if there's going to be something added or taken away or nerfed. How do you guys make those decisions?
A lot of it's just being familiar with the game, playing the game frequently, getting used to the meta, and not just the meta in competitive fights, the meta in 1v1s, the meta in Zerg fights, the meta in small mans, just the general meta of the game, and then just listening to feedback. A lot of times we maybe want to make some decisions preemptively, and we probably just hold off a little bit longer than maybe the players might want until we get to that critical mass of feedback.
And there's been a lot of changes, or not changes, but a lot of new content lately with the Other Worlds campaign. You've kind of given hints as to other stuff that's going to be on the horizon. Anything exciting that we haven't been given hints about that you'd like to drop right now, given that we have such a large audience?
Yeah, I'd love to actually talk about a lot of the RVR changes we have coming up. I know some hints have been dropped about RVR being changed at the end of Other Worlds, but I don't think we've talked to the extent about exactly what we're planning. I mean, we're really looking at it as an opportunity to, first of all, add a complete revamp of the Agramon zone, the island. We'll be renaming it to the Isle of Man and doing a complete redo of the zone, like total revamp of terrain, textures, everything. We'll be putting in a huge underground keep that is going to be capturable. It's going to go into the Realm War, so we're going to allow realms to take it, port to it. There'll be 3 towers added to Agramon as well. And before all of the competitive AV8 players that love RVRing on the island complain, we will be revamping the island layout such that there will be plenty of spaces around the center on the outskirts of the area, and enlarging the island itself so that there's plenty of room to get their group fights in.
So is your goal to more centralize PvP combat in the game? Is that what you're kind of looking to do with these changes?
Yeah, so we had some technical restrictions when we first went through with the New Frontiers revamp, and now that we're part of Broadsword, we fixed those technical restrictions, and we can make the changes we wanted to make to Agramon originally. And so we're going to go forward with those changes now. And then we have a lot of the feedback from the NNF revamp was about, the supply lines were removed, and this is feedback that's after the fact. That if you look at RVR as it is now with the Ruin Keeps and the Portal Keeps and how the meta is, this feedback was talking about how we've kind of removed a lot of the strategy. It's very predictable, but there's also too many areas to check, and so we want to condense the areas down again. And so Agramon will be a big focus of that. But with Agramon going in and getting this new island, we should call it the Isle of Man, we're going to be adding a lot more of the strategy back into the Zerg and Relic game. So like the supply line will make a return. We'll be potentially adding back, not with 1.119, but maybe in the second phase of this, some more towers out in the realms, and then just having a more general focus on strategy, and then a focus on getting people into one zone to fight. And then if the realms decide to take the fight to another realm, the supply lines will help them port to that central zone, and then the action will go to that new realm.
What would you say to some of the players that maybe haven't played the game in the last 2 or 3 years, or even some new players that are watching this and have watched these fights and are excited? What would you say to them about what the opportunities for them to play and have fun in this game are in the future?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I'd say this game's not going anywhere. I know it's 14 years old, but we're making tons of improvements. We've really reinvigorated the dev team and invested a lot of resources into it to make the game bigger and better than it is and it has ever been. And so give it a try if you haven't. If you have tried it and you are thinking about returning, definitely come back. It's easier to get back into the game and get to max level and get situated for RVR. It's quicker than it's ever been. So totally give it a shot. We have a lot of UX, UI changes coming. I don't know at this point if they're going to make it into 1.119, but we're going to try our best. And then after that, we have tons more UX, UI stuff coming, and the game's going to be much more modern than it looks like right now. And it already has modernized a lot over the past year or two.
Well, that is exciting, and certainly giving people a user interface that's a little more current will make them see the game maybe in a different light. And given the success of this event tonight, I'm guessing that you guys are going to be looking at maybe not exactly this, but something similar to kind of invigorate the community spirit.
Yeah, totally. So one of the things we're doing this year is we're getting the website revamped, which will have the leaderboards back and the Realm War back. And we really want to do something special with the leaderboards. We want to, first of all, get them back to where they are right now. But long term, really introduce kind of some more robust leaderboard systems like ladders, if you're familiar with in other games, or seasons where we have, a 2 or 3 month, these are the best RVR, X, Y, or Z categories. And so we'll really kind of lean into the competitive nature of Dark Age, because I think that's one of the strongest selling points. As Hind was talking about on the TeamSpeak interview, there really needs to be more of a focus on that, because it's really what draws players to Dark Age.
And there's an event coming in October. Is that correct? Do I have the right information there?
We'll probably do something along the lines of the RVR tournament we did last October for the anniversary. This is the 14th anniversary coming up in October. So we've taken the feedback from the last tournament where we had, I think it was just total RPs and kill to death ratio, and we'll probably do some more solo and some more Zerg oriented metrics, as well as the highly skilled metric too.
That sounds really fun. Well, John, is there anything else that you'd like to share with us? Because I know the casters are maybe looking to take a little break and rest their vocal cords. Is there anything else that you might want to share before we sign off?
Yeah, great job, guys. That was really fun. We'll have to get you guys to commentate on some more streams. And thanks everybody for coming out. This is a great success. We had triple the amount of viewers we usually have for these, so can't be more pleased with how it went, and we'll definitely be doing more of this.
Well, thanks so much for joining us, John, and I want to extend my thanks to everybody that's helped with this. Kuj and Obi did a fantastic job in organizing this, and in conjunction with Baben, who's always been such a loyal and dedicated community person, whether as a formal employee or as just another player. And it's been a lot of fun for me doing this commentary with Wes and Obi and Babe. And of course, thanks to all the participants. You guys have been great, and everybody's been such good team players, and made things so easy on the tournament organizer. So kudos to everybody.
Thank you, and thanks for joining us. And you've done such an excellent job with your commentary. It's been awesome. And I'd also like to thank John for making this possible for us. He's done a lot here, setting up Pendragon for us, and doing a lot here, porting the teams around, everything. It's been great. And yeah, I'd just like to say thanks for keeping Dark Age alive and keeping it, going forward, advancing it. It's something we can all look forward to, and I'm proud to be a part of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to just give a shout out to Joel, who obviously put a lot of effort into this. Obi for stopping by, giving a lot of insight on it. Kuji and Ob handling a lot of what was going on here, and Beeben handling a lot of the community end of it, and John for making it happen, and everyone who stopped by the stream and listened to us babble about other people beating each other up. So I had a lot of fun, and I hope everyone else did.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
I would like to say thanks to Obi and Kuji for taking all the slack as to why this idea, why 5, and for their idea and everything. So that was great. That got me out of a hole. And we also have to shout out to Forge, because apparently we're done if he doesn't get a shout out. So shout out
Alright,
to
guys,
everyone.
thanks for
For
watching.
watching. It was fantastic. The numbers, the viewers, it was really great. I'm not doing my stream tonight, but Obi, are you doing a podcast tomorrow night?
Yeah, I'll probably do a podcast tomorrow. I'll probably have some of the participants that want to join and talk about it with me. We'll probably just focus mainly on the tournament as a whole, talk about how it went, what we can do better for the future, what people thought of it, if people enjoyed it, just general suggestions, and just chatting about it. I think that'd be a good podcast tomorrow.
Excellent. Awesome.
Good deal. Well, guys, thanks for watching. From everyone on the commentary team, I guess the Broadsword team, I'm sure they enjoy, the amount of views we got. We had close to, 250 at one point, almost 300. It was awesome.
Yeah, it hit like 260, I believe, was the peak, like 263.
Yeah,
Which
that's
is
great.
insane.
That's a ton for DAoC. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Delighted.
Well, I guess I'll let Joel sign off if you want, since he's been kind of leading the whole commentary thing, doing a very good job.
And yeah, thanks so much for having me and allowing me to pontificate and speak at length for 6 hours. Not many people are willing to listen to me for more than 6 seconds, so I really thank everybody for that. It's been a whole lot of fun, and I can't wait till the next tournament that we do, because there's going to be even more teams and even more excitement. Congratulations one more time to our winners from France. And everybody, whether it's morning, evening, afternoon, or whatever, you have a great one, and keep playing this game that everybody loves so much. Have a great one.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Bye.